Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Today we are chit-chatting about my December homeschooling plans. Alright, so when I asked for video ideas for Vlogmas, one of the top things you guys asked for was Christmas school. What are you doing in December? What are your holiday homeschool plans? And I was like, oh boy, this is not gonna be what they think it's gonna be, because I'm not the mom who gets overzealous and excited and wraps every book we read and things like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's really fun and that produces a lot of really fun memories. And if that makes you excited to teach, then go for it. But to me, does not, the pressures that come from that are what I feel, and it does not produce behavior typically that I'm very proud of at the end of a homeschool day. So I'm more of a cozied up, let's read more, let's do more baking and more crafts kind of a mom, and so that is a side of me that comes out in December. So first of all, we are going to be doing school up until the week of Christmas. We have been all over the road as far as this goes because my husband used to work for UPS, so December was he was gone. And so some years, depending on my kids' ages, some years that meant we did school until Christmas Eve, because I was gonna be pulling 14-hour shifts alone with the kids anyway. May as well fill it with some intentional educational time. Had to figure out ways to fill those days up. And so some years we made it all the way to the day before Christmas Eve. Some years I was so tired by the time we got to December that I couldn't imagine doing those long days and doing school. And so as soon as December 1st rolled around, I was like, okay, it's Christmas, movies every day, and we're just gonna have fun. And that's just, we've been literally on both ends of the pendulum. This year, if you watched my What I Got My Kids for Christmas, then you know that we will not be doing school for a couple weeks in January. And so because of that, because we have that coming up, I am wanting to get in a little bit more school in December, and we may possibly be doing school between that first week, which is New Year's week, where people normally don't have off. We may be doing some schooling then as well, because they typically tear Christmas down the day after Christmas on the 26th and don't leave any decorations up. So it's all the holidays are gone, time to get back to the grind. But as far as, it sounds rough doing school all the way up until Christmas time, but school is so much more fun and relaxed here, like I said, in the month of December, that it really is just a part of what we're already doing. There are so many great opportunities to do educational activities and to count certain things as school time during the month of December, and really during any holidays, that the last couple of years, since we've been year-round homeschoolers, I haven't really taken many major holiday weeks off, just because I'm well, shoot, there's more to learn now than ever. Why would we take this week off? So I do have a few things that we are keeping in our routine that are typical homeschool day things. Our morning basket is one of them. We're still doing our hymn study, our artist, composer, and poet study. We're still doing scripture memory, and I've just added in some fun Christmas writing prompts. Other than that, our morning calendar time kind of stuff, they are doing math and they are doing handwriting and reading kind of lightly. I've given each of my older kids a math goal. I want them to complete this many lessons the month of December. I want to see a little more initiative from them. And so there is a reward for completing, it's 20 lessons in 25 days, but that's gonna include some weekends. So I just wanna see them reach for that. I was kind of well, they don't know, but I'm if you finish, then you can have 2 weeks off of math. They don't know we're gonna be gone, so they're not gonna be doing it for those 2 weeks anyway, but hey, we'll see how much it makes them work. So I've got that. Let me think. I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. So we're still doing our map drills. As far as our family subjects go, we are done with history until January. We always take December off. One of my girlfriends and I who do history together, we end history mid-November, and then we do cranberry Thanksgiving. We do that every year together, that 5 in a row title, and then we just stop until January. So we've always done that. That used to be out of respect for my schedule with my husband's schedule, and she just didn't want to put too much pressure on us, but now it's just kind of become our thing. We are getting together consistently still, but it's going to be volunteer based, and we're going to go do some fun volunteer projects with the kids now that they're older, but we have no history going on right now. And then as far as science goes, we are doing zoology this year. That's another, our other family subject is apologia zoology, but we're not going to do that right now either, because there's an Advent study called All Creation Waits. It's about 4 to 5 minutes every day. So if you're watching this video, I think it's December 5th this is going up, and you're 5 days into like the Advent season, you can totally catch up within just a couple of days. It is a Advent study about different animals in the Northern Hemisphere preparing for hibernation or for darkness, and what they are waiting, like how they adapt and what they're essentially emerging into, what they're waiting for. And it uses these animal stories to point toward creation waiting for the coming of the Messiah. And it's really, really awesome. So far, so good. We're loving it. So what I've been doing is my kids have been taking a candy cane mid-morning or early afternoon. They'll just sit there with a candy cane, 5 minutes long. I'll put it on Audible. It's only $4 on Audible, so I'll link it below. And I've just been having them do like a little nature journal or a little sketch as they listen to these 5-minute little stories about, so far we've had a muskrat, a sea turtle, and a bear, a mama bear. And so they're just kind of getting little info on these different animals. I thought that was a fun way to change it up in December since we're doing zoology, and a fun educational Advent study. But we do have our family Advent study that we've been doing in the evening. So that's another thing. It's kind of school, the family study that we're doing, because we're really intentional with that time as well. Other family things that I have planned for the month, I did set our school shelves up with just a couple of little activities, and I can show you those at the end of this video. It's nothing too impressive, so for all my mamas out there who are not crafty, I got you. I'll show you what's on my shelves. Very simple. I've also got a bin full of Christmas books. My kids have access to that at any point during the school day, and I took the Logic toys out for the month, and they are just reading the books and doing the Christmas activity books. And then I also have the Yellow Spot Sun Nutcracker activity. My kids have not done that art lesson yet. We tried to do it last year, but we just had too many things going on. I'll link that below. It's super inexpensive, and that looks like a really fun one. So my kids are going to be doing that next week on Wednesday. I thought that'd be great. And so those are kind of some of the fun things we've got going on. We also have like nature walk Christmas things we're gonna make, like little Christmas ornaments out of some things we find on a nature walk. Other than that, pretty much everything is staying the same. We're just doing school gently until lunchtime. We're not doing any afternoon school right now. For Eli, I'm doing a 5 in a row. What is this hand thing I've been doing this whole time? Sorry about that. For Eli, I just went right back to doing it again. I'm doing 5 in a row, a new coat for Anna. That's gonna take us 2 weeks. If you're not familiar with 5 in a row, it is where you read a specific children's storybook 5 days in a row, and you pull something different, some math, some science, some history, geography out of it every day. And I'm moving him back toward using that as his main curriculum. I've just missed it. I've missed the cuddle up, cozy up time that it produces. And so, little teaser, I'm gonna be doing blog posts about our unit studies again. It's been a long time since I've done like blog posts, and I can't promise much, but I have been taking a lot of pictures this week, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. So he and I are doing that together right now. It takes a couple weeks because I don't do it like for an hour and a half every day, and there's a lot of activities from that book that I'm wanting to do with him. 5 in a row, also, I shared this on Instagram the other day, just started doing, well, I just found them. They've been selling mini units online. It's only like $10, and they're just individual units. So you can buy some of the the classic 5 in a row units on their website, but they're also coming up with one each month. So there is one for the month of December that I think would be really fun to do together, but we'll see if we get through a new coat for Anna, because this is a book that I've actually never rode with my kids, so I'm excited to be doing that with him. And I will be pulling the other kids in a little bit with that. and just for some of the projects, but for the first couple of days that we've done it so far this week, it's just been he and I. Very simple paper crafts and really simple geography lessons so far. So that's what I have going on for him. For Annabeth, if anybody's interested in what I'm doing with my toddler this month that's different than usual, Karen from the Reading Corner sent me a bunch of her fun Christmas games last year, and so I've got a bunch of those that I'm planning to do with her. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll share this in my stories at some point this afternoon. And then my older two are in a Christmas geography fair this year. So this is the main thing they're working on right now in the mornings. I've been giving them a couple of hours in the mornings just to work on the countries that they chose. They each have to make a recipe and a project board. You'll probably see more about that in a vlog that I have coming up. Anything else? So yeah, this month, oh, and some math games. I found some free math games on Teachers Pay Teachers, but they still have to be doing their other math and their other schoolwork. So while they're working on that and their math is when I've been working with Eli on 5 in a row. Other than that, we've got a lot of activities going on, like some volunteering. There's tons of opportunities for education, like I said, this time of year. Just special events that you can easily turn into field trips. You know, we're going to be going to a nursing home and doing some Christmas caroling, that sort of volunteering. And so for that, they'll be making crafts, and that'll take up some of our time. I will show you guys our shelves right now. They have a little performance for their Bible study. Pretty simple stuff. It sounds like a lot, but I would be willing to bet that if you consolidated all of your plans and shared them in a 10-minute video, it would sound like you were doing a lot too, but it's really not. Very restful, very peaceful, and I have really enjoyed our homeschool this month. I wish I could carry the spirit of the season on through the other months in our homeschool. It's a really great time to reset, still enjoy education, but just enjoy your family a little more. I think everybody's kind of in that cozy mood right now with their families, so it definitely carries into our homeschool. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Bye guys.